An Ohio man is getting in trouble for his unique nativity scene. Now, this would be the second year where Jasen Dixon, who manages the 13 Rooms of Doom haunted house, had set up a nativity scene featuring the zombie Jesus, the zombie baby Jesus. Now, last year, around the same time, he was ordered to take it down. According to Sycamore Township officials, Dixon needed a permit for the display this year. However, when he said that he applied for this permit, he was actually turned down and now faces a $500 per day fine for every day he leaves up his attraction. Now, earlier this year, he knew that this was coming. This happened last year. So he prematurely set up a page, a donation page, to help cover the expected financial cost for this. Now, on his Facebook page, last Friday, he wrote, "We were going to take it down, decided to leave it up. All the lights are rehooked and open for business, just no roof. Let's see what happens." Now, last year, they told him to take it down because he didn't have a permit, right? So this year, as I had mentioned, he went to go get a permit, and he was denied. Why was he denied a permit? Well, according to local authorities, they said his display violated the town's zoning code by taking up more than 35% of his front yard. Now, wait a minute. Now, as I said, they told him to take it down because he didn't have a permit. He went and tried to get a permit. He was denied the permit. Seems like they don't really want him to put that thing up. Yeah, that sounds about right. Because he says, quote, "I got all the paperwork and how it was wrote out, and it says it's, as long as it's not over 200 square foot, then I can have it without a permit." Now, how big is it? Well, it's about 65 square feet. But see, that's not really the problem. The problem is that he thinks the council doesn't like the zombie theme. Quote, "I think it's the theme. It just rubs people the wrong way. That's why they're coming down so hard on me." Well, what about the neighbors? Now, we know the city council doesn't like it. What about the neighbors? The other neighbors, he says, they drive by and give me a thumbs up. However, my father hates it. Interesting. Now, he also noted that Christian protesters handed out pamphlets in front of his display that reads, "God frowns upon this manger display." So now we found the real issue. It's not as if it's breaking code. Remember, he went to get a permit. If we're to believe him, it's only 65 feet. You're supposed to have a maximum of 200. Therefore, it's within the codes. It's on his own private property. What seems to be the deal? Oh, right. It's offending people. Who is it offending? Christians. Not all Christians, of course. But some. Some are offended by the baby zombie Jesus. Now, I think it's funny. But then again, I'm an atheist heathen. So of course I'm going to find it funny. But it's also not offensive. Now, I also don't think normal nativity scenes are offensive. I think as long as you have it out in your front yard, not taxpayer-funded public property, you could put whatever you want up in your front yard, as long as it doesn't break any other kind of laws. Now, I know certain places have obscenity laws as well, so you might want to avoid putting up a naked person in your front yard. Generally, right? But when it comes to nativity scenes or a zombie nativity scene, that doesn't break any laws. Neither of them do. Neither of them should be considered offensive. I certainly don't find a nativity scene offensive, or a giant fat man with a red coat and a beard. I don't find that offensive either. And that has absolutely nothing to do with Christmas, yet people put it up in their front yard anyway. But yeah, I'm just kind of going on a little bit of a rant because it's ridiculous. It just seems like what they're doing, and maybe I'm wrong, but they're just trying to shut something down because it makes fun of their religion. And when it comes to certain people, to certain religions, if you try to mock it, even at all, just a little bit, or poke a little fun at it, or have a little fun with it, they get offended. And then they demand you to take it down, even if it's on your own public or private property. Once again, if this was on public property, I would say take it down. I don't care what it is. It could be the Satanist monument. It could be the Buddha. I don't care. If it's on taxpayer-funded property, you're not supposed to put it up. But when it comes to your own private property, as long as you're not breaking any of the other rules, you should keep it up. Whatever happened to expressing yourself? Whatever happened to putting up your own your own things in your front yard, your own decorations, and not having the city come after you for it?